Alrighty, welcome back with the 4-4 team draft. This is our first draft with MH3 cards in the mix, and we got one in our pack. Felia Exuberant Shepherd, though that is not what I'm going to be taking here. This pack has a Lion's Eye, which I love, Time Twister, which is also pretty great, Reprieve, Basalt Monolith, I guess. I think I'm probably just going to take Time Twister. I think pick one, pack one. Time Twister is a totally fine card to take. I'm getting passed to by Max, so easiest seat in the house, and I think I'm fine passing an LED, though it's kind of a shame because it works nicely with Time Twister. Ooh, Breach. Oh, and I just passed LED. I might just take the Breach anyway. It's pretty good with Time Twister. Like, those cards go in the same kinds of decks. And Max certainly won't pass me a Brain Freeze, but I might get one in pack 2. It's that or Mox Diamond. And, you know, Mox is also great with Time Twister, but I think I'm happy enough taking Underworld Breach here. Yeah. What a shame. Could have had it all. Well, most of it at least. This pack has Noble Hierarch, Talisman, Trinket Mage, but the problem is I'm not going to get LED back, so Trinket Mage for LED isn't really a plan. Bonnie Paul if I was to go down the Flash route, and Nexus is also a potentially fine card. I could take Faithless Looting. It's pretty good with Underworld Breach. It's actually pretty good with Time Twister too. Just using looting to set up good plays and then just twistering. It doesn't matter, you're down a card off the looting. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with Faithless Looting. It's that or like Talisman. I think it's pretty close, either one. But we'll see. Maybe looting there is like a little too aggressive. The thing is, this pack didn't even have like that strong of cards. Ooh, here there's a Mishra's Bauble, a Sword of the Meek. I do like a Cryptic Coat. Generous Plunder is also pretty good. I think I'm just going to take Bauble. Bauble's great with Breach. It's great as a card you can play before twisting, so you cast an early twister. And I don't think I need Watery Grave so badly yet, though maybe Watery Grave is good. I don't know. You do end up in Grixis a lot of the times when you are playing the Breach deck, but I'm not fully there yet. We'll see what else comes here. Oh, another new card, Talon Gates of Madara. So it taps for a colorless. You can pay 1 tap, add a mana of any color, and you can pay 4 to put it on from your hand from your hand onto the battlefield. So you can kind of ramp plus phase something out at instant speed because it phases something out on ETB. Probably just going to take Raugrin Triumph. There's also Emberwild Captain, but this doesn't look like a deck that's going to be that good at holding the initiative. Or the Monarchy. Ooh, here has Ghostfire Slice, 3 mana deal 4, but it also costs 2 less if they have a multicolored permanent. Or Legion Extruder. You know, I love Legion Extruder. I found Legion Extruder to just be a truly excellent card. I think I'm just going to take it here. If I end up in Artifacts, it's great, but it's just, I think, a really good card just in general. Oh, I do like Pyrokinesis. I've got a bunch of red cards and a Time Twister. Okay, I'll take that. I like Aether Spellbomb too, because it looks like I have the start to maybe an artifact deck, but Pyrokinesis is great, and oh, Thundering Fall is also perfect. Let's take that. Maybe we will wield LED. There's just no chance. If it somehow made it to Mac out of a pack that wasn't even that strong, he would never pass to me, since he probably incorrectly thinks that I took the Underworld Breach, but I guess we'll find out. One can hope, right? In a not-so-shocking twist, it did not come back. There is an Inferno Titan, but I think I'm going to Scrapwork Mud. It's nice with Extruder. Just a discard outlet is kind of nice, and I think I can pass on Inferno Titan. No, Inferno Titan's also a reasonable pick there. I don't really have the mana for that. Here, I could Mystic Forge. We aren't there yet, but we could get there. All right, I don't think I'm going to feel like I'm missing out on Resto Angel all that much either. So let's see how this ends up going. Really, I would like to pick up Academy or Brain Freeze, any of those kinds of things. I guess I only have 1 blue card. Oh, Talisman Wield. I will take a red-blue Talisman over Bonnie Paul. All right, well, I got Talisman and Faithless Looting out of that pack, which is pretty much all I was interested in anyway. And then here, 2 different white cards. I'll just take Ashen Rider. I don't mind passing the 2 white cards. There's an outside chance I end up on like some sort of Flash-style deck that I've already passed Bonnie Paul, Nexus of Becoming. Not that it's completely cut off. If I open Flash and pick in pack 2, there's a chance I'll want it. I also just don't think hating one of the 2 white cards makes sense, and I don't think I'm going to play Touch the Spirit Realm in this deck. That's, I guess, the one of the 2 that I could consider. Oh, here. I guess I'll take the Talon Gates now. And I'll hate Rafine. Oh, last pick Colossus. Maybe I open Tinker. You never know. Okay. Going into pack 2 here, what do we got? There's a Laelia, a Grim Monolith, an Inti, and a Mox Opal. Kind of in for Mox Opal here. I've got Bauble, Talisman, Scrapwork Mutt, Legion Extruder, Mystic Forge, really good with Mox Opal, and Mox Opal Time Twister is really nice. So let's take that. Passing up on Grim Monolith. There's also Manifold Key. So I could have maybe taken Grim Monolith, try to wheel Manifold Key. I suppose that is an option, but I think Mox Opal is so much stronger, and this doesn't even look like a very good Grim Monolith deck when it comes down to it. So let's take the Mox Opal and hope we get a few directions here. I feel like besides just taking vaguely artifact and or combo cards, which, you know, that's a start. I don't really have a strong push. Like, I have the start to maybe a Sneak Breach style deck. Okay, there's Brainstorm, Bloodstained Mire, and Flooded Strand here. And I think I'm going to want to take one of the fetch lands. What am I more likely to want? I think I'm more likely to want... Well, Bloodstained Mire gets me black, red, untapped, blue, and white tapped. Flooded Strand gets me blue and white untapped, red tapped. So I guess Bloodstained Mire is better because it can go get Ragran Triumph and get Swamp if I end up in black. So I will take that over the Flooded Strand here. And next up, oh, Memory Lapse. Not really going to pass that one. Memory Lapse looks great. Not full-on artifacts to where I'd want a Prism, and I'll probably get a Prism or Talisman back here if I really care about it. And we don't have the mana for Upheaval yet. There's also a Karn here and a Flame Slash, but Memory Lapse is fantastic. All right, this pack has Snapcaster, which is good with Lapse, but that's about it. I guess you can snap Time Twister sometimes. There's a Bauble, which would be really nice with Mox Opal and Mystic Forge if I play that. And it's also not bad with Breach. All right. Just Desperate Ritual 2. Ooh, Psychic Frog is actually a really nice one. I have a Bloodstained Mire. Should I just be taking Psychic Frog? 2 mana, 1/2. When it hits them, you draw a card. You can give it flying. All right, yeah, I think Psychic Frog looks kind of awesome, so I'll take that. Now there's a World Spine, but I don't have the flash. There's Preordain and Lotus Petal. I should just take Lotus Petal since I have the Underworld Breach. It's such a key part of that. And I have the Mox Opal I'm trying to get going. Plus, Lotus Petal with Psychic Frog is pretty nice. Okay, well, we're not going to get past a Brain Freeze, but maybe I could open one. Here I'll take Badlands, just because I now have this Psychic Frog I want to play. I don't think Toxic Deluge is a necessary component, given that I have a Pyrokinesis already. Okay, and here, a Troll, which can go cycle and get Badlands. There's a red-black Surveil land. There's Inquisition, which is decent. There's Vexing Bauble, which is kind of good against me. I think, given what I've got here, my mana fixing is actually kind of decent. I think maybe I just take Inquisition. Inquisition looks kind of nice here. Oh, there's Thassa's Oracle, Woodfall Primus. I could take Dark Confidant here. I could be moving into just a kind of Grixis deck. Yeah, it doesn't sound crazy. All right. Just like a Grixis value deck. Oh, now I take Caustic Bronco. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually kind of happy with how this has gone. Now I'll take Savai Triumph or Shieldred's Edict. I don't think Savai Triumph is like that necessary, given that it doesn't help my Bloodstained Mire. I have Ragran Triumph Badlands already. Shieldred's Edict, how good is that? Shieldred's Edict, I think, could actually be pretty good in this deck. And then Talismans and Prisms came back. I guess I'll take Pentad Prism. It's also pretty nice with Legion Extruder. I still could be playing an artifact theme here pretty easily. Though we picked up 5 black cards actually, which kind of changed the direction of this deck pretty significantly. Ooh, Urza's Bauble came back? Nice. A freebie. I like that. All right, I've got lots of baubles here. And then I guess I'll take Godless Shrine, because I don't really think I'm going to play Samwise or Intrepid Adversary. Can I get Rafine in there? It's actually not a 0%er that I can play Rafine given the fixing I have, and Rafine is a good card. Didn't get any red cards this pack. It's also possible that I just cut the red cards except maybe Legion Extruder, which I am willing to splash. I'll take a black-white land, I guess. And Underworld Breach, because I have all the setup for Breach, I just don't really have, well, I don't have the Brain Freeze, but we'll see if we can get one this pack. Maybe if I open it? Any chance of that? No, there's, Nadu Winged Wisdom. It's a new addition, but not really in a spot to take that. I will take Mana Vault, though. Mana Vault's great with Time Twister. Mystic Forge is great with Legion Extruder. Just get to sack it when you're done with it. Also don't really want to pass it, so I'll take Mana Vault here. Ooh, Crabomination. Emerge from artifacts, and you just cast it, and you exile top card of their deck, a random card from their hand, a random card from their graveyard, and you can choose one of 3 and cast it. There's also Name Sticker Goblin, but I'm not really into that. I actually think it probably is Crabomination here. Looks like a pretty good card to me. And I've got a lot of ways to cast it. A Call would be nice too, but I think the Crabomination, I like saying it, is good. Oh, I love Fire Covenant. So I like Prismatic Vista and Misty, but I actually feel pretty good about my mana. And Mind Twist is good with Mana Vault, but I think Fire Covenant's a kind of busted card. I don't really have much in the way of blue. I'll splash blue for Memory Lapse and Time Twister probably. And mostly just play blue-black, splash maybe Breach and Fire Covenant and Legion Extrude or something like that. No Pyrokinesis or Faithless Looting most likely. And do I want Underworld Breach here? I mean, I think it might be good. I'm not sure. Oh, Kappa Cannoneer is great. Sowing Mycospawn is also a really nice new one. 3 and a green, and when you cast it, you can go get any land, including non-basics, and it comes into play untapped, and a kicker of 1 and a colorless to exile one of their lands. So here, do I want Currency Converter or Blood Crypt or like Bonehorde Dracosaur? No, I probably don't want Bonehorde. Currency Converter is pretty nice with Mox Opal. I don't really have any other discard ways to use it. There's also Kappa Cannoneer, which is just a great card. Oh, this just looks like a Cannoneer deck. I have so many cheap artifacts. Cannoneer is just such a huge threat. And Robber of the Rich, I'm not super into. Gemstone Caverns. This is kind of a brick of a pack. I don't really see myself playing any of these cards. All right, I'll take Gemstone Caverns, maybe for the sideboard. I could still get like a 6-pick Brain Freeze, right? I can't really. And kind of a weird artifact-ish deck. I guess my Dark Confidant and Bronco got some expensive cards here. Oh, so here there's Baleful Strix, Simulacrum Synthesizer, Emperor of Bones, 2 mana 2/2. You can pay 1 and a black to put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. And at the beginning of combat, you exile a card from a graveyard, and when you put counters on it, you get to Corpse Dance those cards. So it's a pretty cool card. I wonder, can I make Synthesizer work? I guess I really can't. I have just 2 expensive artifacts. All right, I guess I'll take Baleful Strix then. I think Baleful Strix will be pretty good. I do like Relic of Sauron in general, so good with Mana Vault too. All right, yeah, Relic's nice. I don't think I'm playing this Mystic Forge, is my guess. Though I have 4 0-mana artifacts. That is something. Let's see. Right now this is 16 lands plus Opal Bauble or Opal Petal Mana Vault. Yeah, I'm not sure if Underworld Breach actually does anything in my deck, unfortunately, though I can fill it up nicely with Rafine. All right, and here, I guess I'll just take Sacred Foundry. I'm not going to play enough red for Seasoned Pyro. I don't really want Bone Shards or one of these white cards. And this just makes the Rafine splash that much easier. It helps. Oh, I guess it doesn't really help with Bloodstained Mire at this point, given that it already got untapped white. So yeah, no Brain Freeze. So what am I recasting with Breach? I don't really even think anything, so I guess I'll cut it. I don't really like that, but it is what it is. And if a thing or 2 wheels, so Nadu, oh, Spire Bluff Canal's probably a pretty good one. There's also Preacher of the Schism. This could be a Preacher of the Schism deck. That it wouldn't be crazy. Yeah, Preacher's fine, but I just like picking Mana Fixing. Oh, a Call Wield. Perfect. There we go. That's why you take the land, because now I just picked up another card. So I don't even need, I would have to cut something anyway. How many artifacts do I have for this Mystic Forge? I don't know, but I'm kind of into Necron Deathmark. Though Lingering Souls is also a card I could pretty easily play. Lingering Souls is, I just think, a kind of a better card. Maybe I'll cut the Scrapwork Mutt. Right now I've got 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's not enough artifacts for Mystic Forge. Bonehorde Dracosaur. You know, if the mana works, which I think it does, I'll just put the card in my deck to go with my Mana Vault here. Just casting Bonehorde Dracosaur is just just a really good plan. I found the card to be quite strong. So now do I want to cut a card to have a 17th land? Probably. Oh, Firestorm is a pretty good sideboard card. Oh, this actually looks like a kind of nice Dragon's Rage Channeler deck too. I have a kind of weird little deck here. Let's go to deck building, but I like where I ended up. All right, so this is 15 land right now, so I need to cut a couple cards. I think I could run 16 land with like Prism, Talisman, Mox Opal, Lotus Petal. I think that's, and Mana Vault. I think that is all fine. But I do need to cut a card then. Don't really want to cut a call up a call. I think the mana actually works fine for Rafine. I actually like this deck the more aggressive it got with like Dragon's Rage Channeler and the Dark Confidant, Bronco, and all that stuff. Maybe I do cut Lingering Souls, but my mana actually seems so good for it. It's good with Dragon's Rage Channeler. I mean, this deck could be playing Faithless Looting, but I don't know about that. Let's see. So mana-wise, does the Dracosaur work out? I think it does. I'm going to definitely play these Talon Gates, by the way. I think this one looks good. And it taps for any color if I need it to. Okay, so let's see if I'm going to run 16 lands. What is my mana base going to look like? If I have one mountain, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Yeah, that's fine. Probably like 2 swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, one more. 7. And then 3 islands. And I don't think I need to run any plains, right? I've got Talon Gates, Sacred Foundry, Triome, Godless Shrine, Bloodstained Mire. That's 5 plus Mox Opal and Lotus Petal for Rafine and Lingering Souls. That's it. All right, and this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 blue plus Talisman. All right. Oh, and I get one more even. 5, 6, 7 black. Yeah, I guess I could do one more black here, given that the Talisman is a blue-red source. And yeah, that's plenty of red sources. I guess, given all this, what am I supposed to cut here? Could it be Lingering Souls? Could it be Relic? Could it be one of the expensive cards? I kind of like all the expensive cards, and I don't think I want to cut Shieldred's Edict. Dragon's Rage Channeler also looks pretty nice here. It's nice with Rafine. I mean, Relic of Sauron is potentially cuttable. I guess I don't really have a way to cheat it out. But it's besides like Mana Vault. How many artifacts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cheap artifacts. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think that's enough for a call up a call and whatnot. There's also Scrapwork Mutt if I want to get that in there, or Silent Clearing. I don't think I really want Silent Clearing, though. Actually, I'll play Silent Clearing over a Swamp. This deck's aggressive. I can end up doing that. Maybe I want Scrapwork Mutt over Relic of Sauron, just to have another cheap artifact. I mean, it's a good thing to sack. Make Crabomination one cheaper, something like that. And do I want to cut this Lingering Souls? It's kind of a shame because I just put in a card that discards it. So that makes me less want to cut. And I think Time Twister is also pretty good in this deck. I don't think I'm supposed to go to 15 lands. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to cut the Bonehorde Dracosaur, the Kappa Cannoneer, but I like all the expensive stuff. I think I will cut the Lingering Souls for now and see how this goes. Let's take a look at what my teammates have. All right, so Alpha Frog has a Mox, has an Urza, Upheaval, Grim Monolith, and a bunch of mid-range white creatures. Felia, Avid Interrupter, Apparition, Resto, Sanguine Evangelist. All right, kind of a mishmash of decks here. Decent fixing too. Updrafts on a Soul Ring, Red-Green Beats deck. Death Greeter's Champion, Reckless Stormseeker, Questing Beast, Goldspan, Blood Rage Challenger. Yeah, this deck looks fine. Good acceleration. Hex Drinker's nice too. And Billy is on like a 5-color deck with double Mox, Natural Order, Minsk and Boo, Vaultborn Tyrant, Mystic Confluence, Red and 6, Territorial Kava with 1, 2, only 3, well, no, 3 fetch lands. That's great. And a bunch of duels. Yeah, this deck looks sweet. And double Mox is obviously awesome. So I think I probably have the worst deck of the bunch, but you know what? Let's see if we can get some wins. All right, time for round 1, playing against Luis Salvato. And, oh yeah, look at this. This is a pretty classic Time Twister style hand. So I think what I'm going to do is just go turn 1, Sacred Foundry, Dragon's Rage Channeler. I don't want to play Thundering Falls because I would like to get the Scry, or the Surveil rather, off of the Dragon's Rage when I play this Talisman. So I think that's worth it. I mean, I guess it's a surveil either way. That's actually interesting. I guess it's a surveil either way. No, I'll play the Thundering Falls. All right, Talon Gates. I'll put that in my graveyard. Don't think I'm going to be super into that here. I just am looking for any cards I can cast before Time Twister. Oh, Ancestral Recall? Is he going to discard? No. Oh, man, this is just like the absolute worst for my Time Twister plan. I was like, oh, Island, maybe you won't play anything. Then it's Ancestral Recall, a busted card, into a Mox Diamond? Into something else? Oh, come on. All right, let's play Talisman here. Play Dragon's Rage Channeler. Play Mishra's Bauble. And Graveyard the Swamp. I mean, I think Time Twister is still going to be good, but it's a lot worse now that he's just played 2 additional cards, maybe more. So next turn, I'll probably play the Godless Shrine, because that gets me 2 new colors of mana. And then cast Time Twister, leaving up Thundering Falls, probably. But we'll see what Senor Salvato has for us. I don't really even have a good way to destroy artifacts, I don't think. That's kind of tough, looking at the deck. Yeah, Retrofitter Foundry is going to be problematic. Kappa Cannoneer, Bonehorde Dracosaur, Crabomination can all kind of go over the top, but... Okay. Salvato's deck looks pretty good. Doing some brainstorm in here. Hopefully that means he's not playing a whole lot of stuff this turn, but we saw how that went last turn. So I'm not hopeful. All right. Misty, so he has the fetch, but the fetch doesn't matter as much here because I'm Time Twistering anyway. Into Forest and Revoker. Just going to name the Talisman. Okay. And I'm going to take my turn here. Play Godless Shrine. Time Twister. Put it on top because the Twister's presumably happening anyway. Oh, interesting. So I don't really think there's a big reason to play the Lotus Petal here, but next turn I'm going to have a pretty good turn. I get to play Kappa Cannoneer, and what can I play before then? I could even play... Well, I guess I can't play Baleful Strix before playing the Cannoneer. Unless I draw like a Mox Opal or something. But still, Kappa Cannoneer into Rafine. That's a good way to beat Retrofitter Foundry. And let's see what Salvato has this turn. He's got 4 mana available. I mean, there's a chance also that the Dragon's Rage Channeler, let's say I have 1, 2. If I surveil, I can have 2 types. Maybe 3, so I'm getting kind of close to having this attack. I think not this turn, but the turn after it'll be a 3/3, because there's a pretty good chance I cast like Shieldred's Edict, though. I might have to Shieldred's Edict this turn. Let's see. I don't want to sack the Bauble, I don't think yet, but what I might do... Yeah, I'll take it. I think... If I go upkeep Shieldred's Edict, I really want to surveil into the graveyard regardless, but... Well, let's just see what I draw first. Oh. Okay, so what if I go Fire Covenant, then I'll have instant, sorcery, and I can have artifact. So as long as I hit... Here, let's play the Lotus Petal and see if I can hit land here. All right, perfect. Graveyard. Yeah, this is great. Now I go... Fire Covenant, I think... What am I going to play after the Fire Covenant is the question. I guess afterwards I can play Rafine? No, I don't have the mana for that. No, not quite. And I can't play Kappa Cannoneer, right? No, I'm not quite there. And I can't... I could play Baleful Strix, but I'd have to sack the thing. I'm just trying to decide which land to play. So I think I'm going to go Fire Covenant, do 3 in 1, because the Revoker is going to die. I can't use the Talisman yet. I have to use black this way. All right. And then... Where's this Bauble? Yeah, that's actually, I think, fine. Replaces this Mishra's Bauble. Bauble them. Island, okay. And then I think I just play Spire Bluff here. And hit Karn. Woo, all right. That was like a pretty good turn, I would say. I draw my Urza's Bauble now. And then next turn I can Kappa Cannoneer plus Rafine? No. But I can Cannoneer and Baleful Strix if I want to do both. And this Dragon's Rage is doing some good work here. Let's send it in. Oh, actually, Pentad Prism is kind of nice too. Ooh, I'll leave Crabomination on top. That I definitely want to cast. Oh, Pentad Prism Crabomination is a pretty nice one. All right. Send with Dragon's Rage. Land. I think I'm going to play the Baleful Strix first, and then I'm going to play the Cannoneer if I can. He might have a counterspell here. Smirking Spelljacker. Oh, okay. So I'll play Pentad Prism. Yeah, unfortunately I have to kind of waste all these surveils. Land. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. I don't want him getting a free Baleful Strix here. And I think I'm one short of playing Kappa Cannoneer. Yeah, so I think I'll play Rafine here. Oh, no. If I do that, I can't. If I sack the Lotus Petal and use the Pentad token, I can't cast Crabomination. So I would really like to do that. Okay. Hopefully, Luis doesn't have another counterspell here. Bonnie Paul's pretty good. All right. Let's draw Crabomination. Sack this for black. Actually, hold on. Let's see. If I tap these 4 artifacts and 2 more, I can cast Kappa Cannoneer, and then I can sack the Prism, and it costs 5 mana. Oh, I think I'm one short. Yeah, because then these will tap for those, and I'll have 4 mana. Yeah, so I guess I'll emerge. Oops. Hold on. Black. Actually, do I want to sack the artifact? What does that do? If I sack the Prism, I mean, I'm getting 2 mana out of the deal, so I have 1, 2 black, plus 3 more. But I won't be able to play Rafine anyway, or Cannoneer, so I think I'm just going to cast it, actually. Because tapping the Prism to cast Kappa Cannoneer later sounds pretty good. So let's go Crabomination. And I can play Karn, Sign of Urza, Kitesail Larcenist, or Sowing Mycospawn. Oh, that's funny. I didn't really think about it. If I had gotten Karn, I could play Cannoneer this turn. But I think I'm also just going to want to get Larcenist anyway. Because I'm going to Larcenist the Bonnie Paul. And I guess the Pentad Prism. Might as well make it into a treasure. And then I can hit with the Dragon's Rage Channeler. And next turn, I can play this Cannoneer and or Rafine. I feel like I've been waiting on this Rafine forever, or both of these forever. I keep drawing better plays. Simulacrum Synthesizer. Oh, okay. So Salvato's also into artifacts, I suppose. I mean, I already knew he had some amount of artifacts, but Synthesizer is a serious game. Okay, does he have a big artifact to go with it? No, he's got a currency converter. Okay. And he doesn't have any flyers right now. All right, let's bauble. I think I can. Let's see, Rafine. No, it actually works out really well to cast both of the cards. So I think I'm going to start by casting Rafine. I guess I have to sack Petal or sack Prism. I guess sacking Prism is probably better because it doesn't do anything once the Kitesail goes away. And then I'm going to attack. I think I attack with these 3. I'm just going to put the counters on the Crabomination here. So definitely discard Inquisition, Island, Silent Clearing, I think. And I'm fine trading it for the cow here for Bow. And then I have Memory Lapse up. And Salvado's really under a lot of pressure from flyers here. Can he even afford to really use Retrofit, or no? He's going to use the currency converter. Okay. I feel like I'm pulling this together with my ragtag group of flyers and whatnot. I mean, next turn I have a pretty good chance of having lethal. All right. I guess he drew into Ancestral. That's pretty good. No real point in Memory Lapsing a 1-mana spell. Okay. Can draw a lot of cards. Still needs some flying blockers here, which Simulacrum Synthesizer and Retrofitter actually aren't the best at providing. Okay, he's got Urza Saga too. I mean, his deck looks very good. Almost all the cards he has are better than mine. Dragon's Rage Channeler, the MVP this game. Killed Karn and has just hit for a lot of damage. And I am going to sack this Urza's Bauble finally. Ether Spellbomb? Oh man, that's a beat. So if I Memory Lapse the Spellbomb, I guess that really doesn't do anything for me because he can Currency Converter, draw it, replay it. So, all right, this is going to be tough. I'm probably going to need a little help now because he found an answer to the Larcenist, and the Larcenist is going to make that Bonnie Paul come back into play. All right. And I guess he's probably going to play the Larcenist. Let's see. Do I Memory Lapse it? I mean, it seems pretty good to Memory Lapse it. It does let him hit the Cannoneer next turn if he wants. Oh, is he going to attack with Bonnie Paul? That's pretty aggressive if so. He does get the trigger. Okay. He can put a land into play from his hand, which he does. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll go to 5. And now if he plays Larcenist, I'm for sure gonna get a Memory Lapse here. All right, let's bobble you though. And he's got Island in hand. All right, Memory Lapse, Larcenist. I do get to Surveil too, which is nice. Scrapwork Mutt. Oh, I can put that in my graveyard. And then I can bring it back to attack, and that, let's see, a 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. Oh, he's making a treasure. What's his last card that isn't Island? Oh, replaying Crucible? Oh, and make a token, sure. All right, let's draw. I get 2 draws here. Oh, I think this actually wins because I can go Scrapwork Mutt, bring that back. No discard. Play Talon Gates, phase out the token, and then attack for lethal with these 3. Because he attacked with the Bonnie Paul, let's put all the counters on the Dragon's Rage, discard Caustic Bronco, Pakal, Kappa Cannoneer, and that's 9. Whew. We stole that one. We stole that one extremely nicely. We will take it. All right, I don't know if I'll be able to do that again, but I will try. Pyrokinesis. I'll put Gemstone Caverns in on the draw. I think that'll be decent. Take an Island, I think. I don't have a ton of red cards for Pyrokinesis. Also, his deck didn't have that many small things, so I think I'm fine without it. All right, let's get in there. Salvado is on the play. And can I get a Mana Vault opener? Mana Vault's one of my best cards. Like if I open on Mana Vault, I feel like my deck can do some pretty nice stuff. Like just between Crabomination, which is a nice way to get rid of the Mana Vault too. All sorts of things. Oh, here's where Lotus Petal not being an actual Mox is a shame, but that's okay because I'm going to go land, Petal. Actually, do I want to play Psychic Frog or Caustic Bronco? Yeah, I'll play Psychic Frog. There's a couple reasons to do that. One is that I don't have blue. If I go turn 1 Bronco off pedal, because I'm going to play one of these on turn 1, I won't have blue on turn 2 because the mire doesn't get untapped blue. The other is that I don't take damage off of the draw from this. All right, let's send with the Psychic Frog. I don't think I need to bobble yet. I want to see what he does. He can retrofit it to block if he wants, but that's fine with me too. All right. Oh, Psychic Frog looking great here. Let's go Mishra's Bobble. Bobble. Yeah, I don't think I need Spire Bluff Canal very much. I have Talisman and Prism for the colors I need. And I think I'll just get Badlands, or no? Should I get Sacred Foundry? I have Rafine. No, let's just get Badlands, actually. And then play Caustic Bronco. And he can make a token with Retrofitter, which lets him chump the Psychic Frog next turn, but I think that's all right. Though I guess I could also... I could also exile the 3 cards in my graveyard. I don't really care about them. This deck doesn't really have a way to use them. Oh, I see. And give it flying. But I think what I might do is just Extruder the Servo token here. I go probably Swamp, Talisman, Legion Extruder. And get some damage in here that way. Shieldred's Edict. At some point that will be good, but I don't need it right now. Talisman. Legion Extruder. Zap the Servo. Attack with these 2. Memory Lapse. And I don't really need to discard a card to deal an extra point. I mean, it's an extra... The argument for discarding a card is that it puts a +1/+1 counter on the frog. So it's an extra point now and an extra point, every subsequent turn. So maybe if I had discarded, say, the Sacred Foundry, it represents 3 or 4 damage over the course of the game. But yeah. Okay, he's got a Karn, but I've got answers to that. Let's draw. I guess I could Shieldred's Edict. This hits when it hits Planeswalkers I draw. Wow, how nice. All right, each opponent sacrifices a creature token. And then I think I'm just going to attack here. Attack Karn with both. Flip on a Kalpa Call. All right, and draw another card. The Psychic Frog is just being absurd. Oh. I could play a Kalpa Call, but I don't think that that's going to be as good as just playing a Pentad Prism here and then passing with Memory Lapse up. And in order to draw a card off a Kalpa Call, I'd have to kind of burn the whole Prism, which I don't really like. Whereas here, if I use Lapse, I'm only using one of the counters. And then next turn, I can Crabomination. I mean, he knows about the Memory Lapse, unfortunately, but unclear what he can really do about that. I could also Legion Extruder end of turn if he doesn't do anything. Like make Talisman or Pentad Prism into a token, but I don't know that I really want to do that. It's got Retrofitter, but my plan of just playing a card draw dork and just riding those to victory have worked really well. Turn 1 Frog, turn 2, I don't care about that. Caustic Bronco was a pretty nice deal. All right, now I think I will make a 3/3. Let's extrude and just sack the Talisman here. If his plan is to sit back on Retrofitter Foundry and Currency Converter and try to stem the bleeding that way, I'm happy doing this. If he has an instant to play that costs a bunch of mana, then I won't get to Memory Lapse it, but I will next turn, so I think that's fine. All right, draw. Gemstone Caverns, huh? What do I want to do here? I mean, if I just attack, that seems like it works fairly well. The question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to like discard? I kind of want to discard Scrapwork Mutt and bring it back here because it makes the frog a little bigger too, though. I guess the frog being bigger isn't that great given that it's probably going to get chumped anyway. And I think I discard Gemstone Caverns here. Oh, Dark Confidant, okay. Play Sacred Foundry and send. I don't care about crewing the Caustic Bronco. All right, hit a land anyway. Oh, he's just going to take it? Yeah, Salvato was done for. And, memory lapse with really was Psychic Frog and Caustic Bronco. I just rode those to victory, though I guess never actually saddled this, and we got there. All right, time for round 2. Any turn 1 Psychic Frogs? No, but I don't really think I can mulligan this hand. I don't have black mana, but I get to redraw twice off baubles here, so it feels like I should just run this and go turn 1 Raugrin Triome, play some baubles, and then turn 2, maybe I play Baleful Strix, maybe I play Talisman, but I'm at least set up for the next couple turns, I would say. Play against Barnyard, Bauble. I mean, I'm just going to play them both. Bauble past the turn here. And Island go. All right. What's in that hand? What you got in that hand? A mountain? Okay. What's on that deck? An Otawara? All right. Draw. Bobble it up. Bobble it up again. Okay. So let's go Talisman into Dragon's Rage Channeler. The Dragon's Rage Channeler would have liked to surveil off those baubles, but I think that's all right. And then next turn I have Silent Clearing to cast Baleful Strix or Shieldred's Edict. In this case, Shieldred's Edict and Crabomination hopefully coming soon. Oh, Godless Shrine. Yeah, play that. Cast each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. I can Crabomination next turn. It's pretty great. Oh, I'll put Mox Opal in my graveyard, though. It's funny, I hit Artifact again. Hit. And I can use the Talisman to emerge. I mean, if Barnyard taps out, I would probably do that. I'm not going to run it into a potential counterspell. Oh. Let's go Inquisition. Great. And if I can flip a land, keep Memory Lapse on top. I could Noise Marine Pyrogoyf. Oh man, I missed. That's brutal. All right, well, let's play Baleful Strix. We'll draw and send for 1. And I guess I'm going to Memory Lapse Pyrogoyf, but that means I get to Crabomination off the top of their deck. Okay, that's pretty cool. So Otawara Mountain. I guess Otawara does make it a little bit less intriguing. Because if I Crabomination and then they Otawara it goes back to their hand. I don't really love that. So Pyrogoyf should be a 4. 4/5. That's pretty good. I don't know why you wouldn't play that. I guess if they drew something that makes sense not to cast, but it's kind of hard to imagine. Man, I thought drawing Inquisition was decent, but I guess not. All right, Pyrogoyf. What a good card. Rafine. Oh. I think I want to keep Rafine. Rafine looks pretty great here. Okay, so I'm going to tap this for a colorless. Crabomination sacking the Talisman. I don't have that many more expensive cards in my deck, and with Rafine especially, I want to keep the... So I hit Noise Marine. So I got their last spell. Pyrogoyf, Generous Plunder. Oh, let's Noise Marine here. The Noise Marine seems like it'll be great. Hit Mana Vault, Surveil, Graveyard. And they can Pyrogoyf the Noise Marine, but I don't... Or Otawara the Noise Marine, but I don't think they have time to really mess around too much with that. Like, I actually just have lethal next turn. Thanks to Rafine. I even hit like a kind of weak hit in Mana Vault. Really the lucky part was I hit their only spell in hand, besides maybe the one card they drew. So this puts them into a pretty bad spot. Is this deck cracked? Did I really do it? Let's go Mana Vault. No. Keep this island in hand for sure. Blue, white, black. Play Rafine. Go to attack. They can bounce the Noise Marine. I mean, I guess they don't have lethal unless I... depending on how my Refine hits. All right, I'll Refine the Baleful Strix, I think. Discard 4 cards. All right, I'll keep the Legion Extruder. Didn't actually pump for a ton. They could bounce the Noise Marine and they don't take lethal on board, but then they do take lethal off this Legion Extruder. They didn't even know I had a Legion Extruder. Boom. I'll keep this on top so they don't know about it. And zzzt. All right, that's game 1. Playing against blue-red. Lingering Souls looks like it would be pretty good against some of that stuff. I assume Inquisition's still good, even though that particular hand did not look very good. But now that runs us into the same problem of what do I cut? Maybe I do cut the Inquisition. And I'll put in Gemstone Caverns. Oh, that'll make Lingering Souls even better. All right. Let's get in there. Let's see what we got. On the draw here. Any Mana Vault hands? Any Mana Vault hands? No. But I'll keep this. This is a relatively fast Crabomination and or Kappa Cannoneer, especially if I draw some more cheap artifacts. Ooh. Okay, cool. That's not going to be good for me. Play Ragran Triumph. How will you not play the Bauble? Because if I draw... I'm not cracking it here because it just helps to cast this Cannoneer. I mean, I'm probably just dead, to be honest. Turn 2 Coveted Jewel. Okay, I mean, yeah, I am probably dead, but I guess if I draw like a cheap flyer or something. Oh, no, we're getting like tinkered or something? I don't know what's happening. Baleful Strix would be an awesome draw. Oh, Metamorph. Geez, we're playing against the Vintage deck. Look at this. This is a turn 2 double Coveted Jewel. Okay. Cool story, I guess. I am super dead here. I mean, I guess if I drew Mana Vault or something, that would be a different thing. Generous Plunderer. All right. And I guess they do have to discard. Probably don't want to give me treasures, is my guess. Oh, there's the Dragon's Rage Channeler. So let's go land. Talisman. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Into Bauble. Oh, I'll put Lingering Souls in my graveyard, yeah. I mean... yeah, they didn't give me a treasure. With 9 mana, 10 mana, and 7 cards in hand, I don't really anticipate that I have a chance at all here. But I'm not going to beat a Black Lotus draw very often anyway, so... sure. Name Sticker Goblin. Yeah. What? Didn't spend the mana? Huh? Okay. You know, if I draw a 0 mana artifact, I can play this Kappa Cannoneer. And I have Lingering Souls to cast if I don't draw anything. So I don't think I want to sack the Bauble. Okay. Well, let's cast Lingering Souls. Refine. I guess I'll put it on top because at some point I am going to want to do that. Play land and pass the turn. Lingering Souls against these 2 jewels is pretty good. Like, Barnyard does have to do something here. Do you just draw all lands or something? Oh, Malcolm? Sure, that doesn't make me too worried. What is going on over there? I assumed I'm dead, but, oh, now I wish I had not kept Refine. Okay, here's Noise Marine. Cascade into Flame Slash. Well, this is getting annoying. Kind of wish I just kept the Lingering Souls on top and just cast it. All right, hitting with Malcolm. All right, I'll take it. I don't really have a choice. I know I'm not going to be able to get my Dragon's Rage up to 4 here. I still think I'm super dead here, but I am going to get to cast Kappa Cannoneer. And Kappa Cannoneer is a pretty big game. Okay. Maybe try to steal those Coveted Jewels. I guess I don't have an artifact yet to make it unblockable next turn. So I get to sack Silent Clearing. I get to... Well, I guess I don't get to sack Silent Clearing because I'm probably going to play Crabomination, sacking the Talisman. Okay. Attack with the Plunder. No, I'm just going to take it. I could double block there. It's not that I'm worried about the Dragon's Rage. Is I really don't want my Kappa Cannoneer to get burned down if Barnyard has like a 3 damage burn spell. Because if I can steal those jewels, like that's it. That's the whole game, right? So I really need to try to put myself in a position to be able to do that. Seething Song. Yeah, you have 1,000 mana. What is going on? What do you need all that mana for? Pyrogoyf. Okay. Deals 4. Probably just nugs me. Yeah, I'm at 6 now. All right. If I draw an artifact, I've got a shot here. Not a huge shot. Oh, ice. Yeah, that was kind of my one plan. Okay. Well, Crabomination could get me there. It probably won't, but it could put a bunch of... Oh, hold on. Actually, do I want to sack the Kappa Cannoneer? I actually do, don't I? Because that lets me play more spells. If I can make this unblock or flying this turn, they can't replay Malcolm here. All right, Crabomination, let's go. Headliner Scarlet. Yeah, I mean, that seems like it does the thing. Oh, I'm still probably going to lose then because of Caracas, but Black Lotus would not have gotten me there. So let's send with Dragon's Rage Channeler and Headliner Scarlet, get the 2 coveted jewels, and then I need to find Memory Lapse. And if I do, I can Memory Lapse the Headliner Scarlet when they try to cast it again. And I'll have I'm going to draw 6 cards. I mean, assuming this all works, I'm going to draw 6 cards and have 2 coveted jewels around. So it seems like this could do something. All right. Let's see. Dragon's Rage Channeler gets in. Coveted jewel. I drew all lands. Okay. Let's bobble. I mean, I don't have a way to shuffle anyway, so bobble you. Black, blue, Psychic Frog. Oh, I guess I should have technically played the Strix first. Baleful Strix. Shielder's Edict isn't going to do it. Silent Clearing. Draw a card. I'll just tap this. And then Refine. And I can play Mox Opal. And then I get to scry. All right, Surveil. And then I've got that Mishra's Bauble draw. And if I draw a Memory Lapse off that, then I could actually win here. Though I guess the Generous Plunder would also hit me for like 6. So, all right, yeah, we're done. All right, well, I lasted a little longer than I thought I would. But yeah, the turn 1 double Lotus draw. So on the play, I guess Inquisition probably should come back in here. Lingering Souls did seem good. Fire Covenant still seems good. I guess I can maybe take out Scrapwork Mutt. And I don't think Relic of Sorin is needed. All right. Let's get in there and hope we don't get lotused. All right. On the play, let's go. Oh, I got my Mana Vault. I'm just going to go turn 1 Bloodstained Mire, get Badlands, play Mana Vault, and if I draw a red source, I have a turn 2 Bone Horde. Otherwise, I have turn 3 Alpharagran Triumph, which looked pretty good against Barnyard's deck. Okay, no Lotus sighted yet. All right, any mountains? No, not so much. All right, turn 3 is still pretty good for the Bone Horde. I'm not gonna stress about a counterspell. I really haven't seen any yet, so don't think I have the ability to wait. Any Dracosaurs? Any Dracosaurs? Okay, it's resolved. No plays end of turn. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right, no seeding song or name stickers, please. No, nothing? Oh, there we go. Bonehorde Dracosaur. Just the business here. All right, let's exile my top 2 cards. I hit 2 non-lands. I will not pay. Ooh. All right. Let's see if Inquisition misses again here. Land, Mox. And I get to go Inquisition, and I get to play a Call plus Dark Confidant. Sounds pretty great to me. Flame Slash, Ghostfire Slice. Oh, you didn't play the Caracas. Getting punished now by this Akalpakal. Noise Marine Pyroglyph. I guess I'll take... Oh, it's kind of interesting. I actually think I take the Flame Slash. No, because then I can play end of turn Ghostfire Slice. I'll take Ghostfire Slice. There's 2 card types. I have Instant Sorcery... Or among the 3 of us, Instant Sorcery Land. Okay, Pakal. And then Dark Confidant. And then I get to do this. Oh, I'll put a Time Twister into my hand, I guess. And so now there's 4 card types, but that's not enough for Pyroglyph to kill the Bonehorde Dracosaur. And if Barnyard wants to spend the turn killing Dark Confidant, then I still have Bonehorde and Dracosaur, and then next turn I'm just going to Time Twister everything away, which seems pretty good to me, especially since I get to exile the 2 cards, and then I can Time Twister and then play them, or what have you. Okay, Flame Slash the Bob, play Caracas, I guess is what we've settled on here. Yeah, that's a reasonable line of play for sure. The Pyroglyph is going to come for the dragon next turn. Oh, and I hit 1 of each. Perfection. Refine. Yeah, Refine seems pretty great. Let's go Refine. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to Time Twister first, I think. Yeah, because I would like to Time Twister away the Pyroglyph, and this makes future Pyroglyphs less good. Get to bounce a Akalpakal. Yeah, that Akalpakal wasn't doing anything anyway. Oh, why am I Time Twistering first? I should have just played Refine first. I'm just like had a blank moment there. I was like, oh, I could discard the cards off Time Twister. It's fine. I think I'll be all right. I should have played Refine and hit. I guess I would have just pumped this once, so it's not like it's that important to do. And then here, I don't need to play... I could play a Akalpakal and draw a card, but I think I'm going to play Psychic Frog and Dark Confidant. And... Oh. And pass. I guess I'm giving up on Lingering Souls. And then I'll play the Bauble too. Okay, pass the turn. And if Barnyard didn't have a play end of turn, it's like gonna need to draw Lotus to have like a plausible chance, I would imagine. I mean, at the end of the day, if the Bonehorde Dracosaur remains in play, I'm gonna win this game. And it's hard to imagine taking that out and doing much else. Yeah, so it's going to kill the Bonehorde Dracosaur. Funnily enough, if I had Refined, it wouldn't have, but this is still... I mean, this is just lethal now. Psychic Frog just does so much damage. I just get to hit for 5, 6, whatever. Boom! That's a 2-0. We are doing it. All right. Time for the showdown. Round 3, playing against Max Smith, and he's on a black-red Reanimator deck. All right, I will keep this hand. I don't think... Do I want to play a Dragon's Rage Channeler on turn 1? It lets me surveil off this Pentad Prism. All right, let's do it. The risk I run is if I don't find an untapped third land, I can't play a Dracosaur on 3. But I think getting the Dragon's Rage going is pretty nice. And look, I just hit the land anyway, so it's basically perfect. All right, boom. Graveyard. Send for 1. And I think I just slam the Dracosaur and pray. And then I can play a Crabomination the turn after. Oh. Why don't I... If I play... I could just Crabomination this turn. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Is that good, actually? Hold on. Oh, yeah, this will be good. I'll graveyard. Yeah, graveyard that. Crabomination, tap Mana Vault, sack it. And then I get to use one Pentad Prism counter, so I guess I technically can't Bone Horde yet, but we'll see. Okay, Crabomination. Let's get him. Let's do him dirty. I hit Bitter Triumph? That's brutal. All right. I was hoping at least one of the two cards I would see would be solid, but unfortunately not. All right. Well, next turn I can play Bone Horde Dracosaur if I draw a land. And if I don't, I'm drawing a spell. Bitter Triumph would have gotten me anyway, so let's send and play the Dracosaur. And I hope he doesn't have another piece of removal, because if not, then I will actually still be fine. All right, pass the turn. Any concessions? Ooh, would you look at that? Crabomination was not actually that good, but Bone Horde Dracosaur sure is. I kind of like where I'm at. I've decided Gemstone Caverns a lot because I keep winning. Though I think I left it in my deck when I was on the play in the last game against Barnyard. Yeah, so it goes. All right, let's get in there. Okay. And I'm on the draw here. Oh, man. I'm only going to keep this because I'm playing against Mac, and it would be extremely satisfying to win with that hand. Just right on time. All right. Let's lead on island, say go, and I get to go turn 2 Baleful Strix. Gets me 2/3 of the way to Mox Opal here. Let's just no, I'm gonna play the Baleful Strix. He's just not gonna kill it. He's left 2 mana up, and then if I draw a cheap artifact, I can play Caustic Bronco and have Memory Lapse up. Let's see. I think I'd do that anyway, though. And then he gets to... Actually... Let's go Legion Extruder. Nug you for 2. Play Mox Opal. Pass the turn. And then now I can Memory Lapse whatever Mac plays this turn, and then next turn just play Crabomination sacking the Legion Extruder. I mean, I'd hope he taps out for something, but now at least I get the troll, which sounds pretty great to me. Tap this for black, play Crabomination, sacking Legion Extruder. We'll turn 4 Crab, hit, Archon of Cruelty? Yeah, I'll cast Archon of Cruelty. That seems reasonable to me. Like, I accept it. Oh, that was just... Couldn't have scripted it better. The turn 4 Crabomination, putting Archon on the stack, and that's a 3-0, baby. We are so back. Yeah, I mean, Mana Vault was instrumental in some of my victories. Crabomination is just sick. Bone Horde Dracosaur continues to be awesome. I've definitely heard people say, like, a 5-drop without an ETB, like, this card just can't be that good. And I think Bone Horde Dracosaur is just awesome. I mean, you watched my videos, presumably. When I cast this card, I win a lot. When my opponents cast it, they win a lot. Like, yes, if it dies, it doesn't do anything, but it's pretty hard to kill a 5/5. Played against a red deck who had Flame Slash, Ghostfire Slice, and like Paragoyf. They couldn't kill it, and it just won me the game. Like, that's it. So I'm still a pretty big Bone Horde Dracosaur believer. I had pretty decent mana. The Talon Gates won me one game. And overall, I loved Psychic Frog too. This definitely delivered. So pretty happy with how that all went, of course. 3-0. We're in a tough battle here in this draft. I think my teammates will probably be able to pull out at least a tie. But you know what? That'll do it for today. I hope you enjoyed our first Cube Draft, Team Cube Draft with MH3, and Psychic Frog did not disappoint. I will be back tomorrow with another draft, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.